This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing. Started my inspection at 8695 Right About Lane. This is a concrete tile roof. We got a townhome here, so it looks like this section of the home, that half on that address was replaced. This is the original roof. Now, whenever we start inspections, we do like to start underneath the eaves. So the eaves will consist of, typically you have a fascia board here, which will be present up here, and then you have your rafter tails and you have your starter board, and we can see that there's going to be a significant amount of wood repair on this project. You can see how rotten a lot of these rafter tails are. This roof does not have any drip edge on it, so a lot of that water's just been running down the wood of the home. So the homeowner needs to understand that wood repair is always an unknown variable, and it is always that part of the roofing process that we will not know until we tear this roof off and really see what's underneath it. So I'm going to work my way up to the top just to get a better idea of what this roof looks like, and I'll point a few things out. So again, we can see that we have no drip edge on this home. Typically, drip edge is a piece of metal that comes over this section, protects the wood. What we do have is this piece of board that's being used as a tile riser, and what it's causing is water to dam behind it, and that water gets trapped. So a lot of this wood is going to need to be replaced. The majority of this fascia is going to need to be replaced as well. And you can see this is the original underlayment. You can see how brittle this stuff is. This stuff is literally just kind of crumbling in my fingertips at the moment. All right, working my way up to the top. I pulled a couple tiles because I want to show the homeowner what the condition of the underlayment is in. And we can see that this original underlayment is already starting to bubble. Now this is a sign that the product itself has gone past its life expectancy. So essentially what's happening is over time, water gets underneath these tiles and this underlayment absorbs that moisture. And then as the sun comes out, it heats up this product, and that causes all the blistering to expand the way that it is. And so it's greatly affecting or compromising the waterproofing of the roof as well. We can see we've got a bunch of damage over here by this skylight. All these tiles have slipped, and all this underlayment has been exposed for years and years. All the mortar has been slipping as well. You see the majority of the penetrations, the sealant around the penetrations is compromised also. Mortar caps are going to need to be redone. They're not doing anything anymore. They're just crumbling right now. Pulled another tile over here. Again, it's a good sign of what the original underlayment looks like, and you can see just how smooth this is, how dirty it is, and then more importantly, you can see just how brittle it is. This stuff is kind of just crumbling at the moment. So fresh underlayment, new underlayment is going to be very thick. It's going to be very gritty, very granular to the touch, and this underlayment is none of that. Now, I'll put that back also. So, one last thing, valleys. We need to open these valleys up. You can see how tight these valleys are. This causes for debris to accumulate in the valleys, and then what ends up happening is instead of that water just flowing off the roof, it'll end up diverting into areas of the roof that's not supposed to. So, this roof is a good candidate for a lift and reset. These concrete tiles are still in pretty good shape. Concrete tiles tend to actually get stronger as they age, but the underlayment is what needs to be replaced. So when we go ahead and redo this roof, we're going to replace this felt underlayment with a layer of titanium stick fire resistant underlayment. It's an FR titanium PSU. That comes with a limited lifetime warranty to go along with our lifetime workmanship warranty. So we're going to lift these tiles up, replace the underlayment, address any kind of bad wood that's underneath it. We'll reflash and reseal all the penetrations. We'll go ahead and paint those penetrations to match. We'll also be replacing all the mortar caps and then installing drip edge and bird stop along the entire perimeter of the roof. This skylight will need to be replaced as well. So we'll reseal and reflash the skylights, and then we're going to go ahead and swap out these dormer vents with O'Hagan vents, and that's what the neighbor has next door. You can see that this roof was replaced and they added those O'Hagan vents to it, and we'll be doing the same thing on this roof. But yeah, in my professional opinion, this roof is well beyond repair, has gone far past its life expectancy, and it is in need of replacement. That's it for my inspection.